Now, is it really that complicated, mechanical and technical? You're going to need flight scope, JC quad and Trackman to crunch out all of your data, aren't you?
And just start moving your body from right to left, around in a circle.
I really don't know why golf isn't taught this way. The natural way, the way your body is meant to turn and move.
Now we can't go around a golf course doing this all day, so we must lengthen this swing somewhere or other. You see, this is an absolutely full swing.
Now, if you've seen my first signature swing video, you'll know how to use your hands, your arms and your wrists. And when well directed, this allows the swing to create the turn and not the body swinging the club. Okay, not the body swinging the club. You got it, right? The hands and arms pull the body into position.
With the Apex irons, the standard blade 5, 6, 7, 8.
Now, signature swing 2 picks up speed and gets you fast yet softly as you gain face control with speed. The body is there to support the motion, the swinging of the club with the hands and arms. I mean, if you do this, you'll be a far better player. You'll turn around a more consistent centre, and the bottom of the arc will be more consistent as well. With feet together, you'll swing in balance and you'll feel everything. Swing direction, club face alignment and body movements. At least 70 to 80% of club head speed and power comes from your hands, your arms and your wrists. And that's a fact. And you'll be surprised how far you'll hit the ball with your feet together.
What do you think is the biggest contributor to speed in the golf swing? 70% of the speed comes from your hands. So if you're an amateur golfer out there and your hands are not active, you're just leaving something behind. So your hands should be active.
And Peter Cowan, you know, the tour player coach, he reckons it's more like 90%.
Just that wind up.
What, this one?
Yeah. What do you feel?
Well, especially going back. Yeah, right.
And then reposition for delivery. That's it. Now pressurised step. That's it.
Many golfers have been tricked into overworking the bodies, actually losing massive amounts of club head speed, power and control. They can't hit approach shots properly and they struggle with the short game.
No!
Because the real skill, it lies in your hands. That's where feel comes from. That's where speed comes from. That's where control comes from. That's what all great players have perfected, often from being a kid. You know, and it doesn't have to come from golf.
Okay, big kick. Good lad.
Now just stop for a minute and watch what happens when an elite golfer, one of the best players in the world, teaches an amateur a body-centric movement. I mean, how many times have you seen this going on the driving range? I don't mean one of the best players in the world, by the way. I mean this.
Look straight to the转移。要 watch。You. Okay. 小心一点。
It doesn't look good, does it? It really doesn't look good. I mean, the poor guy has obviously missed out some vital steps. To firstly gain control over the golf club and the club face with his hands, arms and wrists. Now, golf can be so difficult because the golf industry and many of those that are in it make the whole thing so mechanical and technically challenging than it really needs to be. It's a business. Did you notice? It's sales. And you're being sold to. That's how you get clicks. That's how you get likes. But does even a really good amateur golfer need to know all of this complicated stuff? And yes, I am jealous. I want more clicks and I want more likes. I know. The new magic move. Dig your elbow into your side, keep your head down and still, and I'll prove it to you. Just watch how easily your body naturally turns and moves with the correct combination of swing direction and weight transference. Swing back, and as you do, feel your body weight transfer onto your right foot. Now as you swing down, simply feel your body weight transfer across onto your left foot. And gradually build up to a full swing. As you widen your stance, this allows your body to react to the swinging of your hands and arms. Relax your hips and your shoulders and allow them to turn freely with no resistance. Now, did you see how everything naturally turned and moved? Did you think about your hips, your shoulders? Hopefully not, because you don't need to. Now, if I said you didn't have to practice, then I'd be lying to you, wouldn't I? But if you listen to Butch Harmon, you know, Tiger Woods' coach, now he knows it.
Process takes time. How many times have you given a guy a 30-minute lesson and he goes out and doesn't play any good? He says, yeah, I took that lesson from that guy, but I threw that out. That didn't work at all. And you listen to the best players in the world when they do interviews, when they go through swing changes, said, yeah, it took about 6 months till I felt comfortable with this swing change. And this 18 handicap didn't feel good because he didn't play any better 30-minute lesson.
And that's it. That is as difficult as it gets. I mean, what do you want? Do you want the stack and tilt? Or do you want the rotary swing?
Making sure that it's in nice one piece.
What is it you want? I mean, it can't be that simple, can it? And with practice, of course, it will become more dynamic and you'll start to use the correct forces and use the ground more.
I held him back, but so far the short game has been wonderful. 64 yesterday, which...
Now we start off with the feet together to ensure the swing is well directed in relation to the target. And you learn the skill in your hands, which creates the speed, the power, and the control.
The drill to help you release the club. Great question. So, before he died, the greatest teacher in the world that's well regarded, whether you're Hank Haney, whether you're Butch Harmon, David Ledbetter, any coach in the world, Pete Cowan, no matter where you go, they all have one common denominator. Every one of them will say that the late John Jacobs, who died 2 years ago, was the greatest teacher, was the godfather of all their teaching. Everything they learned, he's the guy who broke the mold in terms of teaching how to play the game of golf. His favourite drill was swinging with your ankles touching, right? So if I put my ankles touching like this, right, it makes me release the club. Now if I start using my body, if I start muscling it, I've lost my balance. So his biggest thing was 10 balls using that, and then 10 balls normal. 10 balls this, 10 balls feeling the club.
Now the swing direction is the backbone of the movement. If it's wrong, then your body will be blocked. Anyway. Then you increase the speed, using your hands, arms and wrists, by going as fast but as softly as you can. Then and only then do you get your body involved. Now this is massive. The swinging motion of the hands, the arms and the wrists pulls the body into position and creates the rotation, and the body is there just to stabilize this movement. The body doesn't control the hands and arms. The body doesn't control the hands and arms. It really doesn't. It doesn't make sense to throw your body into the movement until you firstly gain control over the swing with your hands, your arms and your wrists. So this is the basic golf swing that every golfer on this planet can learn. You know, a swing which is well directed in relation to the target with some simple weight transference. And I know it's not quite as sexy as the latest pump drill. And use the ground more. Will ya? And you'll have to practice to coordinate it and to fine-tune your timing. It's consistent, repeatable, and the majority of golfers from a flexibility standpoint can comfortably manage it. And you're being controlled. It's a win-win. And you can play some seriously good golf this way and go and have some fun with it. I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? And I do appreciate that some golfers struggle to integrate the downswing motion into their swings because the body has been badly programmed over the years because they're so desperate to hit at the ball. Now this is a great drill to help you to coordinate things and make the movement and the shift from right to left more dynamic. Now set up to the ball normally and drag your left foot across to the right foot. Move the club head back to a position in the centre of your stance. Now the reason for this is if you leave it there, then your upper body alignment, your posture and your grip will be twisted and the club face will tend to get closed. Now start the backswing as usual, but before you start down, move the left leg and foot across to the left and plant the foot on the ground first. Then start down with the hands and arm swing. Plant the foot first, which opens up the hips, which makes room and allows the hands and arms to swing down freely through impact and beyond. The transference of weight in combination with the correct swing direction naturally turns the hips.
Just that wind up.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. What do you feel?
Well, especially going back. Yeah, right.
And reposition for delivery. That's it. Now pressurised step. That's it.
Now this is as difficult as it gets. Right foot, left foot, with the correct swing direction in relation to the target, and just let the ball get in the way. And stop listening to this guy. You know, Superman. Stop fighting with complicated swing mechanics. You're so much better than that.
Yeah, perfect. Great shot. Yeah, great shot, Leo, that. Perfect. It's a great shot, mate. Perfect. Straight down the middle. Well done, mate. Go on, Lucy. That's a cracking shot, Lucy, mate. That's a long ball, that. Great shot. Great shot, mate. That's way over it. That is way over it. That's a brilliant swing, that. Yeah, good shot. Perfect, that. Get over. No messing. Boss, perfect, that. Yeah, good shot, mate. Cracking drive. That's an excellent shot. Wow. Great swing, great shot. That's how you do it, mate.
Chippen und den Drive Challenge. Darf ich zu mir bitten? Die Lucy, herzliche Gratulation.
Yeah, go Lucy. Hey.
Boah. Gratuliere.
Well done, mate. Hey.
Die Siegerin, Farman, Q10 mit fantastischen 38 Nettopunkten. Vertritt den Golfclub, Perlen-Golfclub Fürstenfeld, Leubersdorf. Kopanski, Ruby, herzlich
Go Ruby. Well done, mate.
Gratuliere.
Well done, mate.
So, Leubersdorf, darf ich zu mir bitten, Leo Kopanski.
Go Leo. Well done, mate.
Mit dem Golfclub Leubersdorf, Sef Kopanski, herzliche Gratulation.
You're the winner. Hey.
I can feel it somewhere inside haunting, like a drug I keep on wanting. There's a love that fits so perfect, it's hard to believe.